Desperation can drive a man to do unspeakable things. This is the chilling story of Daniel, a struggling artist who sold his soul to the devil for fame and fortune. But as he soon discovered, some bargains come with a price too terrible to pay.
Desperation can drive a man to do unspeakable things, to betray his morals, his values, even his very soul. I should know. I'm Daniel, and this is the story of how I sold my soul to the devil. It all started in a small, forgotten town, a place where hope went to die. I had nothing left to lose, no money, no future, no dreams. Just an empty studio, a handful of unsold paintings, and a growing sense of despair. But as I soon discovered, some bargains come with a price too terrible to pay. I was a man with a dream of fame, fortune, and recognition. I wanted my art to mean something, to leave a mark on the world. But reality had other plans. My paintings gathered dust in a cramped, dimly lit studio. The walls were stained with years of neglect, and the air smelled of turpentine and regret. My bank account was emptier than my future. Every day was a struggle, and every night brought the same haunting question: what's the point? I tried everything: galleries, auctions, even street fairs. But no one cared about my work. Too dark, they said, too unsettling. As if art was supposed to be safe and comfortable. But one fateful night, everything changed. I was sitting in a shadowy bar, nursing a drink I couldn't afford, when he walked in. I met him in a shadowy bar, a place I'd never been before. He was a stranger, but there was something about him, something unnatural. His eyes glowed faintly in the dim light, and his voice was smooth, almost hypnotic. "Sign here," he said, sliding a piece of parchment across the table. "And all your dreams will come true." Desperate and broken, I didn't hesitate. I signed the contract, unaware of the price I would have to pay. The ink seemed to glow as it dried, and the symbol at the bottom of the page pulsed with an otherworldly light. As the ink dried, he smiled, a smile that sent chills down my spine. "You won't regret this," he said, before vanishing into the shadows. At first, I thought I had finally found happiness. My paintings sold for millions, and I became a celebrity. Galleries fought over my work, and critics hailed me as a genius. But as the days turned into weeks, I began to notice strange things. My hands trembled when I painted, and my dreams were filled with shadows that seemed to watch me. The paintings themselves began to change. The figures in them became darker, more distorted. Their eyes seemed to follow me, and sometimes I could swear I heard them whispering. The deal was taking its toll, but it was too late to turn back. I was trapped, and the devil always collects his due. My health began to decline. I heard whispers in the dark and saw shadows moving in the corners of my studio. The paintings I had created now seemed to watch me, their eyes glowing faintly in the dim light. I tried to destroy them, but they always reappeared, more twisted and menacing than before. One night, I woke to find one of the paintings staring at me from across the room. The figure in it stepped out of the canvas, its eyes burning with hatred. I tried to run, but my legs wouldn't move. The figure leaned in close, its breath cold against my skin. "You belong to us now," it whispered, before vanishing into the shadows. One night, he returned. I was lying in bed, drenched in sweat, when I felt a cold presence in the room. I turned to see him standing in the corner, his eyes glowing brighter than ever. "Our deal is almost complete," he said with a smile. I tried to fight back, but it was too late. The icy grip of the devil closed around my heart, and my soul was taken. The last thing I saw was my own reflection in his eyes, a hollow, lifeless shell of the man I once was.